Hi, good evening. Very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to discuss an opinion question. Here in this particular opinion question, we are going to deal with something which has to be included or excluded in the school curriculum. So let us see what the question is. Some people believe that non-academic subjects should be removed from the syllabus so that children, so I have to add one word here, it's missing here, school syllabus, so that children can concentrate only on academics. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So some people, there are some people who think that non-academic subjects such as music, dance, painting, sculpturing, so these are non-academic subjects. So these non-academic subjects should be removed from school syllabi so that children can concentrate only on academics. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So this is purely an opinion question. It's purely asking your or your own opinion about the particular topic. So they are thinking that this the inclusion of such subjects in the school curriculum or the school syllabi would distract the students and make them less concentrated in their studies. For this reason, they are thinking that this should be excluded from the school syllabi. So for this reason, we are asked the question whether we have to frame the opinion whether I agree or disagree to what they say. Their suggestion is that we have to remove those subjects from the syllabi. So what is your opinion? What is my opinion on this particular topic? This is what the question is. So we have to make the introduction as simple as we can, as brief as we can, but the essence of this message should be there. We are going to say something in there, say the indication should be there. So what we are going to say in the body paragraph, what we have highlighted in the three blue paragraphs. So we have to give a pointer in the first two sentences, what we are going to say, what the topic that we are discussing, and what is the opinion on that particular topic. So what is the topic, what topic that we are talking about, and what is your clear-cut view on that particular topic. And this is what we have to include in the introduction, and we have to state it as simple as we can, as brief as we can, as understandable we can. Simple. So it's argued that in order to make students concentrate in their academics, schools should exclude non-academic subjects from the curriculum. It's simple. The topic is addressed in the first particular sentence. Now, your own personal opinion. However, I feel this is not a rational idea. So my opinion is stated it's not a rational idea. It's clear. It does. I feel it is not a right, but I'm not completely against it, but I feel not strongly opposing it. I have disagreement to a great extent. I feel it is not a rational idea. And if you want to express your complete disagreement, you can present in such a way. However, I definitely think it is an unwise idea. I completely disagree to this view. If I state I completely disagree to this view, I am going to write only about disagreement. I'm not going to write anything about agreement. Here in this particular essay, I have stated something against something which I have to support this viewpoint. Two sentences I have added, but I have I've come back again. I'll show you how you have written, how we have written it. So let us go ahead in the first paragraph. The first two paragraphs we are dedicating it exclusively for the disagreement. So these two paragraphs are for disagreement. So paragraph number 1 and paragraph number 2, why I disagree. The primary reason why I tend to disagree. The primary reason why I tend to disagree. This is the phrase which we start. The primary reason. So it is what we have is task response, that the whole essay should be talking about the exclusion of non-academic subjects from the syllabi. That is the task response. Cohesion and coherence, what we have seen, the link between the sentences, the paragraphs. So each paragraph should be linked. Each sentence should be linked. So you can see the connection here. However, it is connected. So primary reason, it is connected. The second reason, it is connected. Yes. Every paragraph and every sentence is connected. No separate sentences are there in the essay. It should not be there. And if you can separate a particular sentence from this essay, and if still the essay is meaningful, then your essay is wrong. It means that your cohesion and cohesion is wrong, is not right up to the mark. It's not up to the mark. It's not strong. It is lacks presentation. Your presentation should be tight. Your presentation should be perfect. And if your presentation is close and tight, you can write an essay between 250 and 300 words. Definitely, it won't exceed 300 words. You can write between around 260 to 275 or 290 words. If you are strong enough in your language, you can express all your message and still the word count will be less than 300. So all of my message is expressed here on the all three paragraphs. All my messages are given. My task response is complete here in this essay. And I have connected all the sentences in a logical way. In introduction, first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, and conclusion. I have framed 3 body paragraphs, and I have summarized all 3 body paragraphs in the conclusion. And the third thing what we have seeing is the lexical resource. What we can see here, I'll show you the word exhausted, rejuvenate, curriculum, monotonous. You can see some words here too. Nurtures. Okay, you can say explode, dropouts. You can say some words there too. Disinterested, innumerable. Okay, eventually some words are there which are more formal than the usual words, and this connects. It should be distributed in the paragraphs. It should not be concentrated in one paragraph. If you are using some lexical resources, it should not be concentrated in one paragraph. It should be distributed in almost all the paragraph. In almost all the paragraph, you have to write lexical resources, means more formal vocabulary which is suited to the situation. And the last one is the grammar. These are the criteria we have for the writing assessment. All these 4 criteria. In each of these carries 25% of your marks. Task response 25, cohesion and coherence 25, lexical resource 25, grammatical range and accuracy 25. So we have the writing criteria written in the left side. So we have to assess based on that whether task response is there or not. So if you read the whole essay, whether we are talking about exclusion of the subjects, of such subjects or not, yes, definitely we can say it has a clear, a strong task response. What about the cohesion and coherence? I am not saying it is up to that perfect, but I can say it is above average. The lexical resource, we have not used much of the lexical resource here. We have not overused it, but still we have some of them. The grammar, it's above average again. So it's not excellent again. It's not completely accurate. It's not, the range is not very superior. It's above average still. But I can definitely say the task response is above all these three criteria: cohesion and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range, and accuracy. Task response is higher here in this particular essay. Whatever it is, when you want to get a higher score in your essay, in your examination, you have to tally all these four. If I score better in one particular area and weak in all the other three areas, I won't be getting an acceptable score. And this may fetch about 6.5 band in Ielts. PT around 65. So we have some of the criterion. See, here some of the criteria I told you: task response, cohesion and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy. Each of these criterion should be well balanced to get an acceptable score. If you are placing something above the other, then you won't be getting an acceptable score. But you have to try almost superior in all the areas equally. Again, I'm going ahead with the first particular paragraph. The primary reason why I tend to disagree is that it would bring more negative effects than the most expected positive. What is the most expected positive outcome? Is better result, increase the concentration. This is the only positive outcome. But what we have right now is that we have more negative effects. How? I have placed a question there in the first sentence. It has to be explained here to be precise. Most students may feel monotonous and bored in the class if they listen only to lectures or practice theoretical instruction. They feel very bored. One should understand the minds of the young students are tender and easily exhausted, and therefore non-academic subjects in the curriculum are more likely to rejuvenate them. So we have said that three sentences. The first sentence is presented the matter. The second sentence is explaining. The third sentence is explaining the situation. It gives boring to the students. Boredom. Students will be getting bored. Students will be getting some monotonous things, so monotonous. They feel monotonous. They feel easily bored. They have to rejuvenate their minds. When they study the subjects continuously, theory, their minds will be getting exhausted easily. So we need to have some rejuvenation. So that we need to have some sorts of non-curricular, non-academic subjects. The second reason is that it nurtures the hidden talents of the young children. It nurtures many hidden talents of young children. So there are hidden singers, musicians, painters, and only when related subjects are taught, these talents can be explored and fostered. Instead, if these subjects are removed from the curriculum, not only such talents remain hidden, but also there would be a rise in the rate of dropouts. Now, many of such talents will be remaining hidden. At the same time, we are creating an environment for increasing number of dropouts. People will be feeling disinterested in studies if they are more into academics. Only exclusive academics is exclusive boredom. So we need some entertainment. We need some relaxation. So the existence of non-curricular subjects are needed. Now we have two sentences here which supports that it causes some distractions. Now, there are students who are overly into these subjects when non-academic subjects are there. Some students are overly obsessed. They are addicted to these subjects. This can cause problems. A few instances are there when students lose concentration. But this number is very less than the merits of inclusion. So this is what we have to understand. Even though we have some situations there, we can definitely say the merits, numerable merits are more there. And this is what we have said in the conclusion. We have summarized all 3 paragraphs in the conclusion. Though there are circumstances which distract students, the existence of sub-subjects in the syllabus is almost inevitable in this tech-savvy world, in this modern world. And that is the end of the explanation here. Have a nice day. Thank you.